Scott, welcome back. What does it feel like coming back in different colours?
It's exciting. It's a new role for me, so it's exciting to be on the other side of the fence and not having to play against these guys through all pre-season, and then be on the other end of it. So looking forward to watching the young guys, especially for me, who I'm sort of looking after, and watching them how they go about it.
In terms of a club point of view, what do you get out of this as opposed to just another session at Olympic Park?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think just this time of the year you start finding that you're playing against the same system all the time. So just to play against a bit of a different system, and it's been worked really well with the Cats. That it's been communicated well. So just the fact they get to play against different bodies and have different sort of cues and things like that to read. So just a good little hit out in terms of a training session.
Full match sim, is it, Scott?
No, it's just a training session for the guys today. So pretty much they'll run through like similar drills, match simulated drills, but mainly just training.
In terms of, obviously, you said before you're looking after the younger guys. Who's sort of taken your eye over the past few months?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It sort of expands far and wide at the moment because we've got a few Category B rookie players that their development's come on a heap, and then the new draftees are really impressed, and if we don't see them today, we'll see them next week as well. So I've just been excited by all of them individually in their own different ways. They've all been embraced by the club, and they're showing their strengths and why they were drafted and why they're at the club. So just excited to see how they're going to show that today and next week.
Is there anyone who's caught you by surprise, having seen it from the outside and you've gone in and they've completely different?
There's always little guys, whether it be preparation or the way they go about their weights or how diligent they are or that sort of stuff. There's always stuff you don't see within footy clubs, but that's the main thing, is that you know that every footy club's similar, where they've got those guys and how they work. And it's definitely been encouraging to see some of the guys how they come back and they're ready to hit the ground, and similar sort of training philosophy to Geelong, where we try and hit the ground running pretty fast and go from there.
Isaac Quainer, is he sort of nearing full fitness? How close is he?
Yeah, pretty much. He'll do a fair bit of the training load tonight, and then we'll pretty much look to get him into games as quick as we can in terms of the March series.
Did you get itchy feet, Scott, this time of the
Not
year?
yet. No, not yet.
In about half an hour's time, will that change?
Don't think so. I usually wait till about halfway through the year until everyone's slowed down a bit and they've got corkies, and there's a couple of injuries floating around before they all slow down to my level.
How many games at St Mary's this year, Scott?
Not too sure. The boys were just saying that I'm not going to get a game there this year, so I'm not too sure. My first priority is coaching with the Pies and making sure that's going well and I'm developing there. And then my next priority is playing VFL Pies, and it's sort of, there's a bit of a list that goes through before that.
Have you looked at the fixture at all as to potential availabilities?
Not really, no. It's got to be pretty flexible, I think, in terms of that sort of stuff. But I'm enjoying my role with the Pies and the coaching side, and I just want to make sure I'm becoming the best coach I can be now.
Horace, do you think these sort of arrangements between Geelong and Collingwood might become more regular and potentially replace more formal pre-season games?
Something that we've done in the past with other opposition clubs, and obviously, as Scooter touched on, we get a fair bit out of it. This time of year, the players have done a lot of training and are looking forward to obviously the games coming up. So just to have another training session against another opposition side is really beneficial for us. So if it works out in the future, we'll be up for it for sure.
How hard do the guys go? Obviously it's February, but the competitive juices sort of take over.
Yeah, obviously within reason. Obviously, it's a training session, you don't want to be going crazy, but as you said, once the ball's out there and the ball's there to be won, I'm sure the boys will go pretty hard.
How many players out there today, Boris?
I think we're running out with 26, 27. I think you guys are pretty similar, maybe a couple more. So, as obviously a few more players than a normal match, but everything will be pretty similar with rotations and trying to get as much game time as we can into players.
Cats fans will be interested in Josh Jenkins, obviously, this year. What role do you see him playing?
Obviously, he's come over. New addition for us, and he's fitting in really well. He's trained really well. He's had a great pre-season along with some of the other forwards up there. So I think predominantly he'll play as that target forward, but also we've seen him play in the ruck a bit as well. So see him up the ground a little bit as well.
Do you think Stanley, Sav, Hawkins, Jenkins can all play in the same team?
That's obviously for us to work out. We're probably still working out our best combinations throughout the year, and I think it will change obviously throughout the year depending on how those guys are going, opposition teams, where we play, all those sorts of things. So the fortunate thing for us is we got some depth, and that's a good thing.
Is that one of the things as forward coach you're pretty keen to sort out through the Marsh series? Have a look at a few different looks.
Not really. I'm pretty keen just to see how it I guess unfolds, and once we sort of get into games and against opposition, it's really hard to see how you're going and judge yourself against yourself at the moment. So, keen to get in there and see against opposition sides how our forward line will function.
Boris, how similar is what runs out here this afternoon to be what you'll have as a squad for Gold Coast?
We're not sure really, to be honest. Obviously, what we got here tonight, the guys probably will have first crack at it, put their hands up. But yeah, we're not locked into anything, any sort of combinations or anything at this stage. It's obviously a good opportunity for us to get some training into these guys, and as I said, against an opposition team.
Will Joel play any of the Marsh Community Series, Boris, do you think?
I think so, yeah. I think he will. Yeah. When and where, I'm not too sure.
Okay.
How's he tracking?
Yeah, going really well. He's done a mountain of work, as you would expect from such a professional. So once he's ready to go, he'll be fine.
What about Duncan? Will he play before round one?
Well, I'm not too sure at this stage. We'd obviously we've still got a fair way to go with our preparation. A lot of our players are in sort of preparation mode still. So whether they play half a game, one game, two games, it all depends on the individual a little bit and where they're at. So all our guys are tracking really well. So we're looking forward to the start of the season. We've got a long time until that happens. So fair bit of training to go.
Despite Cooper Stevens out there, Boris, how have you rated his pre-season?
Pretty good for a first-year player. Obviously, coming into our system is always going to be a bit difficult, but yeah, he's come in. He's a good quality kid. He learns a lot, and he's a bit of a sponge and works with the other midfielders in there. So yeah, no doubt, early stages are good and positive for Cooper.
He's in line for next week and potentially that game in Colac in a couple of weeks' time.
Oh, again, yeah, we sort of obviously want to get some game and some game times into some people, but we'll just wait and see how our lineup goes. And I think with the Gold Coast, we might be able to take potentially a few more players up there as well. So we'll wait and see.
Scott, I can see Darcy Cameron. No, Brody Grundy. Is Grundy sitting in?
No, Broads will play different parts. So over the course of the training, we'll pull guys in and out and just make sure they get the right loads throughout the session. So at some stage, Broads will be in there. Yeah.
And Jordan's been managed quite a bit through the pre-season.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, he's just a big, powerful person. So it's just making sure that we got him right to go at the right time of the year. And he did a really good session today, back in Melbourne, and he's tracking really well. He's looking really good, and looking forward to getting him into games.
Just one more on Cooper, Boris.
Yep.
With his broken leg last year, how's he settled in and that recovery going?
Yeah, well, obviously it was well documented, but we personally, and I'm sure the club would have had a fair bit of background on it, but from when he's come in, I haven't seen any signs of a broken leg at all. So obviously credit to him and his rehab, throughout that. But in terms of his availability and his training form so far, he's been pretty impressive.
Jack Stephen, will he play today? Will he play Marsh, and where's he at?
He trained today, along with a few other guys. So yeah, again, he's tracking along pretty well, Jack, with his training, and looking to ramp things up in the next couple of weeks.
Will we start forward more, do you think, with you guys in the forward half?
Look, it's again still a bit to play out with these guys, and just spending time together and get to know each other and how each other sort of works and plays. But the good thing is with Jack, he's obviously a quality player. He can play multiple positions, and we've got no issues about fitting him to our team.
Boris, is there blokes that are not there at the moment that will roll out into this a little bit later, or is that what you're going with at the moment?
No, I think it'll evolve as the pre-season unfolds. And again, it's trying to get as much exposure as we can into some people, and again, some people are at different stages of their preparation, and what they need might be different to what someone else needs. So, again, we just see it as a good opportunity to train against the quality opposition tonight.
Cameron Tahini playing tonight, Boris?
No, again, he had a good session. So yesterday, those guys that are not playing today had a good quality session. So he's one that trained pretty well yesterday.